have to win it, so that's what's pulled me more into losing this game, because surely Hull FC should win it on paper. But then your forward pack's decimated.
Sorry, I missed that last bit.
Your forward pack's decimated, isn't it? With Liggy Sow now suspended as well. We don't know the actual details of his suspension, but he's out, isn't he? Let's face it, we know he's going to be banned.
Yeah. I can't see anywhere that he's not going to be banned. And then we've got nobody coming back this week injury-wise. So it looks like, it's going to be Laidlaw and Severs again, probably playing. Yeah, I don't know.
Sky game on Friday night is Castleford versus Wakefield, another game that has big implications in the playoff race and in the relegation battle. Wakefield always lose to Castleford these days, even though Castleford are saying they've only got 17 available players, with O'Brien and Alex Mellor missing out with HIA protocol. And Nathan Massey, we talked about being injured. I still think Cass will win. I'm going to go Cass by 10.
Yeah, I'd really like to be able to predict Wakefield. I don't even know why. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Rob's pissed me off too much recently. Maybe he hasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm fed up with Lee Radford being happy.
You're looking for a reason. I don't think you've got one, but I still think you want to go Wakefield.
Hate Wakefield's ground.
But at least you can go to it.
Yeah, at least I can go to it. Cast by 12.
Yeah, you didn't have a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely nothing that I could go with.
Saturday 3 p.m. Huddersfield versus Warrington. There's an element of grudge match to this one, I feel like, with some of the transfers that have gone on between them recently. Huddersfield have got a very, very pieced together backline for this one, but Warrington are just...
Warrington? Yeah.
Go on, I'll let you go first on this one.
Well, I was going to say, it feels like, a similar conversation that we had last time when it was predictions of I just can't back Warrington, can I? And then they went and beat Catalans. So maybe I'll this time and watch them let me down.
You're going wire?
4.
I'm going to go Warrington as well, because...
What?
Yeah, because unless Tuilola here comes back in for Huddersfield, but I've not seen anything suggesting he is back for Huddersfield. I just think they've got too many question marks about that back seven.
Yeah.
I think Warrington can score some points. I'm going Warrington by 10.
Yeah, and they've got that McDuffie or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Dufty, his debut in it, so there's something there to hang the hats on, yeah.
So, yeah.
6 p.m. on Saturday, Catalans versus Leeds. Can Leeds fire again after last week, or do you think Catalans can see them off at home? What do you reckon?
I'm going to go Catalans by 8. Leeds with their, win 1, lose 1.
Yeah, I think Catalans will win by a narrow margin. I'm going to go Catalans by 1 because that's what they did last week, and I don't think Catalans are playing exceptionally well at the moment, but I think they're tough to beat, and Leeds are, like you say, a bit inconsistent. So, yeah, I'll go Catalans as well. Then Sunday 3 p.m. Salford versus St Helens. Big score in Salford against top of the table St Helens. What do you reckon?
Salford have been playing well. They beat Catalans the other week, didn't they? But they looked fairly awful against Huddersfield. So again, there's not a lot of consistency there.
Rowley talked a bit about that Huddersfield game. He was on the Love Rugby League podcast, and he talked about how they couldn't get a hotel for Magic Weekend and stuff like that. They had to go up on the bus and stuff like that on the day of the game. And so obviously there's still problems there until this rich guy sorts out buying the AJ Bell. Maybe that might sort some of these problems out.
But Hull travelled up on the day and couldn't get in the changing room because Salford wouldn't leave.
I never thought about that. That's weird.
You probably wouldn't. That was like Fex telling me a story, which I've just shared with you, not like anybody else is listening in.
No.
So yeah. Something. I'm going to go for Salford because Saints might be thinking, well, we've qualified for the playoffs and we're unbeatable, and therefore Salford might win.
I think Saints are going to have a push to get that league leaders nailed down as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Saints, but if you'd have gone Saints, I probably would have gone Salford. I'm going to go Saints by 6. You're going Salford.
Yeah, by 2.
Yeah, look, Salford are fun to watch.
Yeah.
They play some good attacking rugby. They've got some good shapes worked out in the side, and then just to top that off, then they have players like Croft and Laffey who've got some exceptional skills as well. So when the structure doesn't work, they've still got players to make other things work. I think they're fun to watch, but Saints are just a cut above, aren't they?
And Burgess, haven't they? Scoring tries as well.
Yep, definitely. Saints will be up against it, I think, but I'm going to tip them to win because they're top of the table and it's hard to tip against them.
Yes.
Women's Super League game of the week. St Helens play York Sunday 2 p.m. That's two good sides going up against each other. A preview to something that'll happen in the playoffs, I'm sure. So I don't know if that's on the Sportsman or something like that, but hopefully it is. It should be a cracker. And then it's the Summer Bash in the Championship. All games live on Premier Sports over the weekend, Sarah. So there's 7 games to watch there. Starts on Saturday. Let's make predictions for these as well. Starts on Saturday. London Broncos versus Sheffield. 2 teams that are close together in the table. Saturday 12:45 p.m. for that one. Where's your money?
I think Sheffield.
I'm gonna say London in good form, so let's back the Broncos on that. Batley versus Dewsbury Saturday 3 p.m. It's the derby game. Anything can happen in this sort of game, but Batley feel like they're in a different competition to Dewsbury this year for me.
Yeah, definitely Batley.
Bradford versus Halifax Saturday 5:15. Halifax had a disappointing loss away at London. They've got a few suspensions and stuff that they're dealing with at the moment, but Bradford, ever since they appointed the new coach as the head coach, have seemed to be on a slide as well. So I'd expect Halifax to win this derby. I don't know about you.
Yeah, Halifax.
The big one, or it would have been the big one if Lee didn't completely blow Featherstone spending out of the water. Featherstone versus Lee, 7:30 p.m. on Saturday. Do you think Featherstone can bounce back to beat Lee again yet? Or do you think Lee have stretched too far off them now?
I think it'll be Lee, but I think that there'll be at least 2 cards shown.
Each.
I didn't say, per half or anything else.
Yeah, I agree Lee will win this one. I think Featherstone will be thinking about it now that they only have to beat Lee once to go up. And I think that's where they'll channel their season at now.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're as good as Lee anymore. I think clearly the results are showing that they're winning games, but they're winning games by still conceding lots of points, and they did that again this week. They're not dominating the league like Lee are. Into Sunday, Barrow versus Widnes. I think Widnes are in decent form. Barrow have been an exciting side this year, so this one could be a fun game to watch. Sunday, 1:45 p.m. Who do you think wins it?
I'm going to go Barrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Widnes on that one. I'm not sure. I think it's a toss-up. I think it should be an entertaining one. Shame it's in that kind of like dead slot on first on a Sunday, because it might be one of the more fun games of the weekend. Whitehaven versus Workington, Sunday 4 p.m. the Cumbria derby. If Whitehaven win this one, I'd almost, especially if Dewsbury don't beat Batley, I'd almost be thinking with 6 rounds left, Whitehaven will be safe. So, and I think they will win this one because Workington have just been a poor side this year. The step up back to the Championship, they haven't been prepared for, unfortunately for them. So Whitehaven for me.
Yeah, I will also go with Whitehaven.
Then it finishes with Newcastle versus York at 6:15 on Sunday. What do you think of this one?
I think York will do it.
Yeah, York are the better side, that's for certain. But Newcastle seem to like playing in front of the Premier Sports cameras this year, so I'm going to go Newcastle. Yeah. But then I still don't think they'll make the playoffs, though. League One game of the week on our league, it's London Scholars versus Cornwall, Saturday at 3 p.m. So that's a winnable game maybe for Cornwall. And then game of the week is third versus fourth, Rochdale versus Swinton, Sunday at 3 p.m. I think that game could contribute towards one of those getting home position for the playoffs. So I think it's got some significance over it. Make sure you get your fan reviews in on all of those games and any other rugby league action that you see over the weekend, and then we can talk about those on next week's show. That's pretty much it for this week's show. We're just going to move into the wrap up. Wrap up time, Scoots, and I'm hoping that. Do you know what I think I'm going to do? By the way, I think I'm going to email your dad every week and just ask him to do the quiz every week.
This morning he said, or was it this afternoon? This afternoon he said I might just hire myself out as regular quiz writer.
Yeah, I think he should. Like, he's got it there, and it's something I don't have to worry about. Then.
Yeah, he said his only difficulty this week was thinking of a topic to base his quiz on. And then he thought, well, what's happened over the last 4 weeks? What's the common theme?
Points scored against Hull FC.
Well, more specifically, hat-trick scored against Hull FC. So, in the last 4 weeks, there have been 4 hat-tricks. I mean, I guess technically you could say that there's been more than 4 hat-tricks because Bevan French scored. So
a double hat-trick, yeah.
But 4 hat-tricks against Hull FC. And they obviously were by French, Mikey Lewis, Daryl Alford and Ash Hanley. So there's no points for guessing those. But How many clubs have each of those 4 players played for?
Okay. Bevan French has played for the Parramatta Eels and for the Wigan Warriors, so he's played for 2 clubs.
Yep.
Ash Hanley has played for the Leeds Rhinos, and then I have to think, did he play for anyone else on dual reg? No, I'm going to say he's just played for the Leeds Rhinos. 1 club.
He's also played for Featherstone.
Damn it. I should have known that, shouldn't I? Daryl Alford. Right, so in Super League, he's played for Castleford and Salford. Before he moved to Salford, he was at Newcastle. He's from West Yorkshire, though, so did he play for someone else before he played for Newcastle? So I'm going to go 4 clubs on the basis of I know he matured quite late into a Super League player. So probably maybe he played for someone for a game or 2 before he went to Newcastle.
He actually played for 5 teams. Dewsbury, Hemel, and then Newcastle, Salford and Castleford.
Yeah, Hemel's the one I've missed there, isn't it? I've not thought of them. Good question, that one. And then who was the other player we were talking about? Sorry, Mikey Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mikey Lewis has definitely played on loan at York. So that's definitely 2 clubs. It's just whether he played on loan anywhere else. I have a feeling he had a loan spell at Newcastle as well. So I'm going to say 3 clubs.
Yep, correct. So half a mark.
Did I get the right clubs as well?
Yeah.
Wow. My Mikey Lewis knowledge is off the charts.
That is impressive. Can you put them in order of number of tries they have scored?
In their careers?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh. I'm going to go Handley, Alford, French, Lewis.
Oh, you are so close. It's actually Alford's on 87, Hanley on 85, then French on 78 and Lewis on 30.
Oh.
And finally, Against which team did they score their first hat trick?
Oh.